Is Nimbin really worth it? And how does it compare to Sapa or Da Nang? And who is it for? Is it good for solo travellers, couples, families, digital nomads, or retirees? Plus, what tourists don't like about Nimbin. Let's do it. How beautiful is it? We get it. You save up your hard-earned cash and travel all this way to have the best travel experiences possible. So the best time of year to visit Nimbin is April, May, or September to November. These months avoid the rainy season, summertime where it's not too hot, and winter where it can be very cold. When it comes to a daily budget for Nimbin, if you are a budget traveler or backpacker, you can start as low as $20 a day. For a mid-range traveler, you can travel, live comfortably for just $40 a day. And for luxury travel, you can spend as much as you like, $100, $200, even more per day if you wish. So is Nimbin worth it? Should you visit Nimbin? Nimbin is great for budget travelers, adventure lovers. It really is an adventurous vibe. There's lots of culture to experience. If you're into culture, there's so many pagodas, temples, and spiritual sites to visit. It is very budget friendly. There's lots of backpackers. So for solo travelers, digital nomads traveling on a budget, it's definitely a place to visit as well. It's very affordable, even to do the activities. The most expensive thing that we did while I was there was visit the Baidin Pagoda with the electric bus included, which was 300,000 dong. You're looking at just $10, $11 to do that. And that takes about 2 to 3 hours just to do all of that as well. Even just getting around, the views are amazing. If you enjoy limestone cliffs, karsts, rivers, if that's the kind of thing that you're into and lots of culture, then Nimbin is definitely for you. Now, for what tourists don't like about Nimbin. So there is burning season, and in Vietnam, they do burn plastic. So this can be plastic bags, packaging, bottles. They will burn it, and it does create hazardous air quality. As you can see there, it's 169 and considered unhealthy, especially during that burning season, which is from January through to March. So if you're traveling during those times, just be mindful. You may need to wear a mask. You do need the PM 2.5 mask to prevent that kind of hazardous air quality. If you are traveling during those times, the best thing to do is just to avoid it. I didn't realize how bad it was until after I already booked my time there, which is always a challenge. We're trying to get information when it comes to Vietnam, because quite often you'll find online, if you're doing any research, there's 2 different answers for the same question and you don't know which one to trust. So it is a problem with the language barrier, and there isn't a lot of trusted sources of information out there. Which leads me to the second thing that tourists don't like about Nimbin is it is a country rural area in Vietnam. So language barrier is a concern. You will need to use Google Translate from time to time if you're looking to get things done, or even communicate clearly with your hotel staff or restaurant staff. There are tour guides and locals that you can hire to help you with this, but the easiest thing to do is just use Google Translate as well. And the last thing that you'll commonly hear tourists complaining about in Nimbin is that you don't really have sidewalk access. So all the sidewalks turn into car parks for scooters, motorbikes, or even cars. So you don't really have anywhere to walk safely down the side of the road, and you will have to, from time to time, be walking along the side of the road, and they will even beep their horn at you to try and get you out of the way quicker. Alright, so next we have getting around Nimbin. So you can actually use Grab now. When I was in Nimbin 2 years ago, you couldn't actually use Grab at all, but the good thing is it's now available. You do have taxis, but they will be a bit more overpriced, so better value for money is to use Grab or to rent a motorbike or a scooter. You can also rent bicycles, so bicycles are around 50,000 per day. Renting a motorbike or a scooter is about 120,000 Vietnamese dong per day. So next we have the attractions. So this is what brings people from all over the world to visit Ninh Binh. Ninh Binh is known as Halong Bay by land. So there's plenty of limestone casts that just come out of rice paddies, rivers, and the views are just amazing anywhere you go. The main attractions are Ho Lu, ancient town, the ancient capital, the river tours, the lookout, as well as the temples there. The must-do activities there are the Hung Muir viewpoint, the Bai Din pagoda, and the Tam Coc riverboat tour. So how does Ninh Binh compare to Sapa, Halong Bay, or Da Nang? So Da Nang's very much a beach town. It's a city by the water, so it's a lot more developed. If you're looking for that beach culture, major shopping centres and developed location, then Da Nang for sure is for you. If you like UNESCO listed heritage sites, then Sapa, Ninh Binh and Halong Bay have a lot to offer. Halong Bay is a great location for the luxury cruises there. The normal riverboat cruises, a lot of people give bad reviews. I recommend doing a luxury cruise if you're going to do it at all. Sapa, on the other hand, is all about rice terraces and mountain ranges and some unique cultural experiences that you can't really get anywhere else. If you're really into adventures, exploring some caves, temples, and river tours, Ninh Binh is all about the backpacker and adventure vibe. So who is Ninh Binh for? Families and couples would love Ninh Binh. It is very family friendly. Although footbaths aren't really an option, if you do have infant children, you will have to get the harness to carry them because pushing a pram isn't really an option. But it's very romantic for couples with the river tours. And for solo travelers, there's plenty of backpackers, backpacker bars and hostels. So it is very much a backpacker adventure place and easy ways with group tours to meet lots of people as well. And that's the same for digital nomads. Internet has been fine there. I recommend using Viatel just as a backup. Sometimes Wi-Fi at places in Ninh Binh, especially where you're staying, you want to read reviews. Some of it can be hit and miss. Some have good Wi-Fi, some don't. But there is good Wi-Fi there, and if you use a good SIM data plan to back up, then you'll have no problems. And for the retirees, there's a lot to see and do, and you would get to enjoy all of it. There's no adventures that would put you too much at risk. Everything's quite leisurely and easy to do, so no problems at all. When it comes to the nightlife in Ninh Binh, it's mainly backpacker bars, restaurant/bars. It's full of cheap beers in Tam Coc. Like really cheap beers. You can get a beer for as cheap as 7,000 dong, so it's only like 32 cents American for a beer. It's very backpacker friendly and budget friendly travelers for the nightlife. It mainly consists of some live music or karaoke nightclubs. So those are the main options for your nightlife in Ninh Binh. Okay, so let's look at visas. When it comes to visas for Vietnam, most Western countries do require a visa. You can apply on the official government website. It's quite cheap. It's only $25 and it allows you 90 days in the country. Next, let's talk about how to get to Ninh Binh. Ninh Binh is just 2 hours drive west of Hanoi. There's 4 different options going from Hanoi to Ninh Binh. You can catch the train, you can catch a bus, there's the limousine services, which is a luxury van, or you've got private car. Next, let's talk about the food in Ninh Binh. So the food is really just a mix of Vietnamese food with a lot of barbecue and grilling, and there's always some Western food on the menu as well. So it is common to see pizza, pasta, and burgers on the menu everywhere you go here. There is some authentic Vietnamese restaurants around Ho Lu ancient town, and there's also Korean and Japanese restaurants here as well, with the occasional Thai restaurant. When it comes to accommodation in Ninh Binh has everything from backpacker hostels to homestays to luxury accommodation. Doesn't matter what you're looking for. If you want to be by the river, up in the mountains, there's something here for everyone. I personally chose Tam Coc. Tam Coc is a popular place to stay for tourists. It's close to attractions, and you've also got a lot of the restaurants here with happy hour and specials, with the occasional live music and cheap drinks that Vietnam is known for. If you are looking to come to Ninh Binh, then I do have a video where I go through all the major attractions in just 24 hours. I take you through the whole experience. It will pop up just here, so just click to go watch it. Otherwise, have an awesome day.